This is KHTS News coming back to you with a very special feature. We're here with the family of Michelle Dorsey, who was murdered last month by her estranged husband. I'm here today with her sister, Jessica Jordan, who is helping care for her 3 children after her sister's death. I'm also here today with representatives from a local nonprofit, Santa Clarita Coalition. It's also called the Santa Clarita Valley Disaster Coalition. I've heard a couple of different varieties here, but I'm here today with Mr. Bradley Grose and Mr. Fred Arnold. Mr. Arnold, would you like to say hello to everybody?
Yeah, hello. We're happy to be a part of what's happening right now, to be part of the solution when so many challenging things happen in life. So thanks for having us.
Perfect. How are you doing today, Bradley?
Doing great. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be on air and discuss a very challenging but hopeful situation that we are working through. When something like that happens, I think the whole city is pained by it. So we're just grateful we can walk with you during these days, months, and hopefully years.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we've had a lot of different organizations that have been working to help Jessica and her mother Cheryl and the rest of their family. What is the coalition doing?
Yeah, the coalition is an integral part of the Santa Clarita Valley. Whenever there's a disaster or a terrible event, saga shooting, fires, we've had floods, we had mudslides, we're able to go in, raise funds for those victims of those natural disasters or of those circumstances or of what happens, and give a helping hand. We can never replace the loss that many people have had and the terrible loss your family has had. But what can we do to galvanize the community, to support those that need to be supported, that need a shoulder to cry on, that quite frankly need some bills to be paid during times of grieving and great sadness?
Now, Santa Clarita Coalition is kind of one of those nonprofits that flies under the radar. Jessica, had you ever heard of it before this tragedy?
No, I have not heard of it before this. So when it came to our attention that this is what everybody's been doing for our family, I was like in shock. Like, wait, I didn't even know that this existed or was even here for helping, people who need help during, horrible times.
Yeah, it's definitely something that is an example. The Santa Clarita Coalition is an example of how the Santa Clarita Valley itself, even though we are the 3rd largest city in the county, I believe 24th largest in the state, at the heart of it, we really do have small town values. I like to joke that this is a town that maybe has 4 degrees of separation at best from everybody. And I have to say that the Santa Clarita Coalition is a fantastic example of the community coming together in so many ways. Now, the coalition, you guys have been really working to help raise funds in order to help support Michelle's children. Could you tell me a little bit about the 3 boys, Jessica?
The boys, they seem to be doing as best as they can right now. Their school is going good for them right now. It was Logan's birthday yesterday, as I have said before. Cameron's doing great. He just got a brand new BMX bike, and so that's really been amazing to see him out there like riding around and having a smile on his face, and it's just good to see them laughing and having a good time during such a difficult situation and time that we're living in right now.
Now, that is fantastic to hear. I believe that those bikes were a donation. We do actually have a surprise guest. Could I have everybody please put on your headphones? You only need one. So we do have joining us today Senator Scott Wilk over the phone. He just wanted to call in and speak to you guys for a little bit. Scott, are you on the air? Hey, Scott, are you there? All right, he's not quite there just yet, but Senator Scott Wilk is a representative for this area. He is also involved in a lot of the community support that has been going towards Michelle's family, which, for our listeners, we are speaking with the family of Michelle Dorsey, who was murdered last month by her estranged husband. And I'm joined here today by her sister, Jessica, as well as 2 representatives of the Santa Clarita Coalition, and over the phone, Senator Scott Wilk. And it appears we're having some connectivity issues. So we're not going to worry about that right at this moment. Scott will pop in whenever he is able to.
Oh, I'm here.
There you are, Scott.
We got him. There he is.
How are you doing today?
I am fine.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. So I'm here today with Jessica. This is Michelle's sister. Is there anything
Right.
you'd like to say to her?
Yeah, first of all, just tremendously sorry for your loss, and obviously her children. And Santa Clarita is a big place, but it's also a small place. So actually, Michelle and I have the same hairstylist, and so I've heard a lot about Michelle from Liz, and she also just raved about what incredible boys she raised. So this is heartbreaking, but I'm just so thankful that the community can come together and help in a small way. And obviously want to give thanks to Carl and Jerry Goldman, the Santa Clarita Coalition, and then my good friend Justin Gonzalez and the Gonzalez family with AB Chevy for doing what they're doing to just help out a little bit.
Thank you so much. It means a lot to us. The way that this community has come together has been absolutely amazing, and we are just so thankful. And I just, from the bottom of our hearts, we can't thank you enough for all that everybody's done.
Well, we're just going to have to keep you and your family lifted in prayers. That you're taking on a big task, and that says a lot about you as a person. And so, just continued blessings for you and all the children.
Thank you. I mean, we now have 6 kids at home, but they all get along so great together, and I couldn't imagine them being anywhere else except for in our home. And
Yep.
for that, I know Michelle is looking down on us and just so thankful for what we're doing for them.
Well, we're proud of you and thankful that you're doing it, and the kids are going to prosper under your leadership and tutelage. So with that, I'm happy to help in the small way that I did, but every little bit helps. So
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. It means the world to us.
Well, Scott, I have a real quick question.
yes.
Similar to, I asked Patsy, who I remember used to work into your office, whether there's been any discussion of Michelle Dorsey's case up in Sacramento. I know that there has been some in the Assembly. Has there been any on your side in the state Senate?
No, I mean that's not what we really do here. We do pass laws, and then and they're implemented locally. So all those decisions, in terms of pressing forward, rest unfortunately with our new LA County District Attorney, George Gascon, which unfortunately he's not been a very good DA, and I know there's an effort to recall him. And then the other challenge we have up here, to be perfectly honest, Jessica, is that not me, but the majority of the members in actually both houses of the legislature actually support further decriminalization of laws rather than and protecting the criminal rather than protecting the victim. So I don't hold out a lot of hope in terms of strengthening laws to protect law-abiding citizens, because that's not what's going on up here.
Well, thank you for your honesty, Scott. That's very helpful. Unfortunate, but
yeah,
helpful.
I mean it's not helpful, but it unfortunately it's true. So we'll continue to fight, and hopefully we'll get better people elected in future elections, so we can turn some of these policies around.
Good. Glad to hear it. Well, thank you so much, Scott. I'm going to real quick turn over to the Santa Clarita Coalition again. I do have to say that hearing that this is a multifaceted issue, it's got a multi-level issue, obviously. This is where it's so important for our community support to come together. What do you, as a nonprofit, feel is most important in a situation like this here in the Santa Clarita Valley?
I'll let
Bradley?
you go first. on this, Bradley.
Okay. Well, the coalition, as it is kind of been under the radar, but really its primary strengths are disaster relief and humanitarian relief. And that's where when certain circumstances we stated have actually come down to the coalition, it's been able to come through in strength and really get the word out to our community and cheerlead in a very powerful way in a short window of time as well. So it's miraculous what gets done in a day, which normally would be a month for any general charity. It's nimble, and the team is very aggressive towards good and the projects we have.
You know, I would add that it's kind of like the American spirit, where the community rallies around a given circumstance or situation. We're not going to wait for the government to react. We're not going to wait for those that we think need to lead. Our community has so many leaders in it. And so it's a matter of bringing everybody together and having a place for those that want to give so that we can distribute it out and help our own. And I think that's what's so important is you find so many amazing leaders that pop out of your own community when something like this happens, when you're given the freedom to have that entrepreneur spirit on serving others. And so, I'm a big believer in, you want to solve a problem in this country, give the money to the nonprofits and let them serve the local communities, because they will continue to reach out and help those that really are most need, and in a very efficient way. And so I want to encourage all those Santa Claritans that want to be a part of the solution to contribute to the coalition. You can be very specific on what it is, or get involved in one of the many nonprofits in our city that make a huge difference in the lives of those that need it. Because I guarantee you, Jennifer and these kids, they're going to be serving other people in future years. Because that's what we do as Americans, and so it's of that giving and then that teaching and that learning that ends up having further generations give back.
Yeah, and I might add too, when you make a contribution to the coalition, it's dollar for dollar is going to the need. So there is no overhead percentage going out. So that's the one positive thing about taking that route. Is it's actually a tax, you get a tax break on that, but it's dollar for dollar going for good.
It's business people and citizens giving of their time, energy, and resources within their business to just make a difference. And I'm so proud of what Carl and Jerry have created with the coalition, because they really have been, if you will, leaders of it, and all those in the community and all the nonprofits who give back. So we're so grateful that we're able to do this, Jessica. It breaks my heart when you say that. I'm a Santa Claritan, rode my bicycle, and I was never happier. And these children have to go through something very difficult that the kids don't should never have to go through. And so, God be with you in your journey and your mental sanity over the next 10, 20 years. And we wish you the very best. And please, if you need anything, call us. We'll find the right resources and solutions that can help in just a little way to get through those bumps in life.
Thank you. I mean, it means so much to us. Like, everybody has been amazing. You guys, the coalition has been a monumental thing for us and our family and everything that we're going through. And just knowing that we have that support and that the people in this city are behind us, I can't thank everybody enough for everything that's been done for us in this last 6 weeks. So we really and truly appreciate everything.
And we are coming to the end of our time here. I'm here with Senator Scott Wilk on the phone, as well as Jessica Jordan, the sister of Michelle Dorsey, who was murdered here in Santa Clarita last month, as well as two representatives from the Santa Clarita Coalition, a local nonprofit, Mr. Bradley Grose and Mr. Fred Arnold. Scott, before I let you go, is there anything else you would like to add, or anything else that you would like the people of Santa Clarita to know about your efforts in Sacramento?
No, thank you. But this is not really about Sacramento. I'm very proud to represent Santa Clarita. But this community always pulls together, and I didn't know we were going to be on with Fred, but Fred's just a tremendous leader and is always the first to pitch in, whether it was after the Saga shooting or the program he's developed to honor our veterans. He's just one of my favorite people and just a tremendous asset to the community, and happy I could be a small part of this and bless the family as they move forward.
Thank you, Scott.
All right. Thank you very much. Jessica, do you have anything else to add or anything else you'd like to say to the people who have donated to the coalition?
A humongous thank you to everybody who's donated to the coalition and to help our family. We feel so incredibly blessed, and actually we're just blown away by the amount of support that people have been pouring into our family and into Michelle's kids, and just supporting us along this difficult journey that we are going through right now. And we just couldn't be more thankful. And I just want to thank every single person who's donated, and we really appreciate it.
All right. Thank you very much. Santa Clarita Coalition, anything else you guys like to add? Where can we donate?
Yep, it's webpage, Santa Clarita Coalition, and also a KHTS website. You can find it there. And thank you for allowing us the opportunity to share this message so we can help others in the future. And thank you for letting us help you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
All right. Thank you very much for listening. We will be back with another part of our special feature about the family of Michelle Dorsey, the woman who was murdered last month here in Santa Clarita. Thank you very much for listening.
KHTS, your hometown station.